Alright, now here's our Z. Put down. This was came from the grinding room. This is ground at the same time as this. Put in a fixture and it's all ground. So it's real nice. So when we have our 3-inch plate here, we put this on. Boy, that feels just really great. Just really great. And on top of that goes our 1 1/4 inch. Boy, that feels really great too. And it takes 1-inch screws. Put a little 1/2 inch on the top here. Now here is where we're going to use a power tool. This is something that has to be tight, and it has to be pretty much all the same. There we go. Now we're ready for the Z slide. This is the Z slide right here. Ball screw goes in there. But first we have to put it on. We're going to take our give. Yeah, a little much, a little too much. Back it up a bit. There we go. And you can feel it's a little rough. So we're going to have to use our lapping compound to get on this side here. We'll put some on the other side. Okay. Now there you go. Now we're going to clamp up our sides. I have this little tool. Spare no expense. I think it was $6 or something like that at Home Depot. But it has the same pressure. That's the key. It has the exact same pressure. Tighten it up. There we go. Tighten them up. Here it is. Very good. Put a little more on here. On this top surface. And more to the rear. There we go. Feels really nice now. Yeah. All right. All right. So here's the ball screw. Remember, we're going to put a little bit of oil on this right here. There we go. Not much. Just enough. Here we got our holes down there. We got our pins here. Kind of the rest of them. We line this up. There we go. Now I have a little brass punch that I use along with my hammer. Make sure it gets down. There it is. You could tell that it's all the way down. I'm going to take this 3/4 inch screw. There we go. Now we're ready to assemble it. All right, now I put some oil, upper and lower. Here we go. So this is just an FYI, when we put these tops on, we have an indicator that is set so that I get to use this hammer and I tap it down real nice and tight right here, and then I can move it a little bit with the hammer, and I do that until this is straight right across. And you have to be careful. Very nice, right on the money. And that way, this is parallel with this. It's very important. Now, here it's all assembled with all of its stuff, and the Z's are pretty straight ahead. Now, there's one thing I wanted to mention. When we were working with the base the other day, when we were putting our mill together, I mentioned that it was out about a half a thousandth when we measured them. Well, that's not right here. That's up about 10 or 12 inches up where we measure it. So it's actually probably a tenth or two, couple of tenths out down at the bottom, if that. But once you get up here, you're about this far away. Maybe a half thousandth is what I measured on a couple of them here and there, but it's a good machine.